I can't. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Okay, now I think I got you.
Hey!
Hey, Jennifer.
I think you've got no mic on.
Yay!
Hey!
Here comes Frida.
Here comes Rita. Here comes Rita.
How you doing?
I'm doing okay today. I got on some medication so that I can be better today.
Okay.
I was not better for a while.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff happened.
Hey Frida, make sure your screen is unblocked.
Just real quick, Lori.
Yep.
Michelle's baby's doing fantastic.
Oh, praise God. Thank you, God. That is just, so when does she get to come home, do we think? I mean, I know she's left?
No.
No.
They moved her to the last bay.
Yeah.
They in NICU before they get to be discharged. So she's
How much does
already
she weigh now?
She's still right around her birth weight because she lost a little weight after she was born. So she's there, but she's getting about.
She was so itty bitty. I don't even know. Oh.
Yeah, so she's doing really, really well.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that.
Yay.
Katie. There's Miss Thelma. There's Frida.
There you are.
Hey, sister. I think there you go. Look at Leanne knowing exactly what she's doing.
Hey, Laura, you have a message from me that we couldn't get in, but we changed computers and we got in, so don't worry about it.
I'm so glad.
Ignore.
I didn't see anything from you this morning.
Ignore.
Ignore it. Hey, Libby. How are you?
Hi.
Hey, how's that broken arm?
He gets it off today. He gets it off this afternoon.
Oh my goodness, I can't wait.
Yay!
Yay!
It's been a very long 6 weeks.
Has it?
It's been trying to keep like water off of it because you can't get it wet. And we went on that trip, so he couldn't get sand or water.
Oh my God.
Going to the beach. That was the hardest thing.
To put over it?
I did. Thankfully, I found one, and he was able to put it on. So
those are pretty cool. Hey, Katie, how are you?
Good. How are you guys?
Vacation?
Yes.
Oh, well, thank you for bopping in while you were playing.
I missed out on Libby. What happened?
do what? I'm sorry.
Oh, what happened to Colin's arm?
Colin decided he was going to jump off of his toy box doing cool ninja moves with a lightsaber and fell on his elbow and broke his elbow. So
well, sad for the elbow, but you always got to do a ninja move if you're jumping off a toy box.
I was like,
yeah.
he's got a cool
you
story.
can fly if you get up high enough before you. We had a banister that I could fly off, so I always landed on my rear end when I was a kid.
Banister that you could fly off of. I really wish we'd had video cameras back then, Thelma.
Yeah, but if you flapped your arms fast enough, you're just gonna fly.
Oh my God, y'all are so good for my soul. I miss you guys so much.
Well, it won't be much longer.
A couple more people. Brandy's trying to get in.
How about your boys?
My boys?
Uh-huh.
Well, my boy, my one still home, has an interview today at 3 o'clock. So please send extra prayers that that they love him as much as I do, and that they will.
Well, that's not possible.
Come on, man.
Oh, that's exciting.
Matt needs a win. Matt needs a win right now.
What?
I think Frida's frozen. Are you frozen, Frida?
Frida. She does look either that or she's holding real still. Frida.
Yeah. Frida, can't you hear us? Obviously not.
Connection.
Hi, Katie. Hi, Brandy.
Hi.
Hey,
Hello.
there you go. Okay. Hey, guys. Oh, look how pretty you look. You dressed up for us today, Katie.
I'm going to lunch with my mom later.
Oh, very fun. How's your mom doing?
She's doing okay.
Is she up here or are you down here?
She's up here.
Okay. Bless her heart. Here comes Cherie.
She's got a fun picture.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, I know. Look at that picture.
She's three satsy. There's Dana. Okay, so
Hi,
Sheree.
Hi, Cherie.
but just missing a couple more, so we'll just give a couple more minutes. Yay! There she is. Hey, Dana.
Hello.
She looks like she's exercising. So do you, Cindy. Ugh,
I'm gonna go for a bike ride after we get done.
okay.
Not exercising. I just have 5 children.
That's
That's a good workout.
exercising. So did you send back your 2 little ones, Dana?
So I'll know today probably by 3.
Oh, are you loving them so much already?
They're sweet. I am struggling, but
Bless your heart. Oh, bless your heart. Oh,
but so we'll see what they're. I got different messages. So CPS, like you talked to CPS a week ago. They
yeah.
said they're not recommending returning. However, I talked to the lawyer a week ago, and the lawyer said they're definitely returning. And so I have no idea.
Lawyer. When
I
I
talked-
sent you that note, I was remembering Jennifer when she had, so many of her little babies that came through my room because they were little itties and little bitties, and how sad we all were every time we had to lose one. So I know your heart is just so conflicted and breaking. So we'll just pray that you all can, that they'll make the right decision, obviously, for these 2 little boys. I was looking forward to meeting them.
We might have different ones by the time.
You never know. You never know.
School, so.
And I don't know how you guys do that. Your hearts are so big that to take them and then to have them go away, that's a hard thing. Hey, Miss Diana. Can you hear? Oh, she's connecting. Hi, sweetheart.
I'm texting Frida.
So we're just missing Shauna and who else? And
I wish Frida could talk to us.
I
know.
just sent her a text message. See if
Okay.
she lost her connection.
So we'll give Sean and Rosie just a minute, and then Teresa's. Hello, ma'am. How are you? You can't get on? The link doesn't work, or you just can't get on?
The link from the calendar didn't
Okay.
work for me. I had to go to the
Well, I'm recording it, so I will send it to you, and you can watch it after we finish here. Well, it is now, but if you can't get into the room, the Zoom. Let me just send it to you because we're about ready to start, and then I'll just email you a copy of it. Okay. Okay, well, thanks for calling. Have a fun vacation, and I'll talk to you, and let me know if you have any questions. All right, hon. Bye-bye. That was Miss Teresa. Frida says she's sorry. She's trying to get back in. So I think we'll go ahead and get started. I'm so excited to see you guys. I can't tell you how much I miss this group. Randy,
It's nice
your
to see
microphone is off unless you're hearing it through your headphones. Is that it?
Oh yeah, I turned it up just because I was listening to you talk. So
Okay. And Libby, I see your microphone looks like
Yes,
it's
I'm
okay.
muted because my.
Okay. So everybody is doing okay? Are we all doing okay?
yes,
Miss Diana, how's your daughter-in-law?
She's going today for a bone infusion. She's doing good. Her numbers keep going down, her white blood cells. So that's kind of a weekly thing.
Yeah.
Doing as good as can be expected right now. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Is there anything that we can do for you?
No.
Or for her?
Just pray.
Just pray. Okay. Well, I am praying for you guys. So I wish I had fabulous news to share with you. I don't have anything new to share with you. I did send you all an email just as we were getting on that shows what we have as far as our roles go. I am very sad to announce that we had 71 going into our summer program last spring break, and currently we have 29 who have said they're going to come back. So when you get a chance, you can look at the spreadsheet and kind of see what we have going on in each of your rooms at this point. There's Teresa. So I wish I had better news. We have put up the enrollment information up on the marquee at the church. So if you're driving by, hopefully you will see that. We have updated the website. So if you want to go out and look at that at some point today, it's sgbaptist.net, and you can click on the Mother's Day Out tab at the top. And we updated all of our COVID information so that if parents have questions, it's kind of all laid out there. It's the same email that I sent to you. We had that uploaded. So people can kind of see what our procedures are going to be to see if maybe that helps, assuage some of their anxiety about sending their kiddos back. I don't know if you guys are following the Garland parent-teacher links that they have on Facebook, but there's just so much confusion and so much anxiety out. And you guys who have littles, you guys are feeling the same thing about whether or not you send your kids back or whether or not you're going to homeschool them. So I do understand the nervousness out there. But on the same token, I think Brandy and I are on the same page many times that I just don't understand, and I don't know where the information is leading us. So what we have done, other than, I've given you all that information. I've already bought the thermometer that as people come in the door. I've ordered a automatic hand gel dispenser. It's coming from China, our favorite place. It has been shipped, but it doesn't show to be here until the beginning of September, so hopefully that'll change.
That's where I ordered my legs, and they haven't come in too.
They haven't come in. Well, you need to check with them because you've been asking for those for a long time. So
yeah, but I want tall ones, and if it's coming from China, they probably won't be tall.
So funny. I've also looked at the different masks that I sent out an email about that. And Jennifer, I did see and if those are still an option, I would love to talk to you about those going forward.
I have them if you want to look at them.
I've ordered one, and it's about this big, and it covers your eyes to here, and it has a spot for your mouth, and it goes behind your ears. So I ordered one to see if they would work. And it's not something you have to attach to a hat. It's not something you have to Velcro behind your head. It looked really simple, but I don't know as far as being able to breathe, what that would do to the eye area. So I've ordered one. It's coming from our friend China as well. There they are for Jennifer. How does that attach, or how does that go on? I didn't see you put it on. Oh, they're glasses.
It's like a plastic.
Right.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So
Those would be about the easiest, I would think. So, okay, well, I'll talk to you about those.
I know at the schools they have to wear this and a mask unless they're 6 feet away from the kids teaching, and then they can just wear this.
I don't anticipate asking you to wear both. My thought is I would just prefer to have one thing. I don't want your mouths covered because I want our babies to be able to see the joy we have when we see them. They need to see our faces. They need to see the way we speak. The little ones need to have that kind of communication with us. So some of them are still learning to talk. I want them to see smiles and giggles on our faces. So I hope I'm not out in left field. If you all have issues with anything that I have put out or any thoughts that we've had going back and forth, please let me know. I don't want you all to be afraid. I don't want you all to be unsafe. I want to protect everybody that comes into the building. I worry about littles who don't seem to spread it, but can't remember it. I don't want grandparents, because a lot of these grandparents are taking care of their babies while mom and dad are working. I certainly don't want to send that home. But everybody that gave me a yes on your little spreadsheet there are like, I'm coming. I'm ready to come. Tell me when I can drop my kids off. The ones who are maybes are, let's kind of see what the numbers do in August, and if the numbers go down, which at this point, they look to be going down. The last 7 days, everything seems to be going down. We're not overwhelming the hospitals. My big question is, every time they say 500 people tested positive, well, are those 500 people going directly to the hospital? Are those people who just got tested because we're testing everybody and they've got it, but they're not sick? I wish we had better information so that we could know that we all have it, but we're all not getting sick. Because if that's the case, you know, I don't know. I'm just really struggling. I have a very big burden on my shoulders to make sure that I take care of all of you all. And I don't know that I'm doing it right. I don't know. So I'm just trying to read everything that comes out and try to make sound decisions.
I don't know about how everybody else feels. I'm sure we're all on the same page, that we have all the confidence in you, Lori, and the decisions that you're going to make. So, you know, I trust you implicitly, so I'm not worried.
That's so huge. I so appreciate that. So appreciate that. You're going to make me slobber knocky cry.
Well, I know you all have not only our interest, but the kids' interest,
I think
interest in heart.
we have to all agree on that one.
Thanks.
Exactly.
Frida. Frida's back.
I agree too.
Where are you
is going to
driving?
go ahead and have kids go to school.
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah, where are you
I'm driving to go. I'm going over to get my son from band. I was going to go over there and park and then be on the rest of the Zoom call.
Okay, bless your heart. Don't crash. Don't crash.
Oh, no, it's okay. I'm hands-free. So, yeah, he gets done at 11. I thought, I'll get over there and park. But Wiley is going to go to school August 13th, and you have the choice to either go or stay at home. So they're leading the way to just go ahead and try with all the safety precautions and just give people the choice. And so it'll be interesting to see how it all goes down. My kids are going to school, so.
And I think, what would I be doing if my kids were still in school? And I think that I would send them. You know, we all know not to put our hands in our faces, in our noses, and in our mouths. And I think that's a big reason why we didn't get sick in the falls, because we practiced those things. And you all worked so diligently to make sure that your rooms were clean and that our kids were safe. I really have to think that that's why we didn't have that flu run through our ministry, even though it ran through a couple of families. I think anytime you shut down, when you reopen, you're going to see people get tested positive because it's still out there. So I'm really struggling. I'm trying to pray. I'm trying to just do what we can.
Lori, what date do you have in mind now?
Well, at this point, we're still looking at the 9th, which is 2 days after Labor Day, which is the first or second Wednesday in September. So that's still the plan.
No.
Is there anyone who is struggling to stay work-free for Mother's Day out? Meaning, is there anybody here, and you don't have to tell me now, you can send me a note, that is worried that they need to find work elsewhere because we're not opening until September? And I say one of the positives about Mother's Day out is that we can push back another week or push back another 2 weeks. If come September they say the numbers are just too big and we don't get any more kids signed up, I'm not going to walk away from this in the near future, like the next 6 months. But if this continues to go on, please let me know if you foresee a time where you may have to say, you know what, I got to go back to work. So keep me posted on that, and we can visit about that, because I know that, you know, we haven't had a paycheck since May. It's hurting a little bit. So
Lori, if the numbers are low, are you going to need all of this?
Well, and we need about 15 kids in order to make payroll work. So that was something else on my list. If you all would, I know that you're spreading the word, but if you would continue to reach out to your families from Saxe who maybe are still looking, if you had good relationships with some of the families there, that you could call them or email them or Facebook them privately and say, hey, you know, come, we're opening. We'll continue to do best practices, and I'll keep pushing back if the information requires us to. But yeah, we need kiddos. We need kiddos. So with all the, I boosted our Facebook post to try and reach more people in all the surrounding areas that we've ever had kids from. We've got the marquee up. We've got the website set up with all of our new information. I don't know what else to do. Say again? Did someone say something?
Nothing.
Okay, so if you could spread the word, that would be really helpful.
Now, Laurie, are we free to call the people that you've given us here that roll? Are we free to call them?
To say what? To do what?
Encourage them.
Encourage them.
Is that a good idea or a bad idea?
Let me think about that. Just let me think about that, and we can
okay,
talk about that.
but we can't give them a date right now, right?
Well, I have given them the date of September 9th.
Okay.
That's when I'm saying that we're going to open.
Okay.
And where were we? The last week in July. I think in another 2 weeks, maybe a week and a half, if the numbers are really continuing to downward trend, that would be really great for us. You know, our rooms are not set up. The youth chose to do a service project and to paint our classrooms. So you walk in and they will not be the lovely little mint green that we had. They will be the pretty color of fashionable gray. How about we say that? So they're going to
terrible.
Look a little bit different.
Yeah, we'll have to do a lot of wall art.
There's been a little bit of angst with that. But anyway, they pulled everything off your walls and pushed everything to the middle of your rooms. So we can't even really get in there right now until they do their touch-up paint and put everything back to even begin to look at our rooms. So I'm not, I think Dana had the question is, what do we do when we get into our rooms? Basically, in the past, I've been able to pay you for a day or two to come in and do art on the walls. I think in the classroom that you will be in, Dana and Brandy, Miss Carolyn and Miss Cherie had made a train that went, you know, was it construction paper or the paper that we have back over in the corner on the rolls? A big train, and had letters on them, and then we had the cork board with their little faces in the train. So I let you guys. I have no problem with whatever it is that you want to put on your walls. We have that paper over in the corner to use. In the past, we've done Noah's Ark. We've done the sheep that have been such a favorite. We've done angels on the wall with their little faces. So if you want to take pictures of your kiddos, we can do that like we've done that in the gummy bear room and put them on the wall. I'm up for whatever it is that you want to do to decorate your rooms. So I hope that kind of answers, Dana, that you guys can kind of do whatever it is that you want to do in your rooms as far as decorating or pictures or themes. In the gummy bear room, we use the cork board to tie into whatever we've done on the walls as far as decorating with a Bible verse for the kids. So your rooms are your rooms. Each room is a little entity because you all will find out what you need for those kiddos in that room. You all will read your children and learn what is it, how advanced are they, what do we want to put on the walls as you go through the year. So your rooms are kind of your own rooms. And I'm just going to fly through and just make sure that Jesus is being taken care of and that the kids are being taken care of, but you all can decide what you want your curriculum to be during the day. I'd like for there to be a Bible story. I'd like for there to be a little bit of art. I know people are laughing at me because I didn't like art in the 2-year-old room when I was there, but Margaret showed me a better way. Margaret and Cindy rocked it last year with all their little art projects.
Yeah,
Rosie,
you're in charge of archery.
Oh, yay.
Rosie is the art goddess for the babies. I know, Katie, my little Char Bear came home with some pretty cute stuff. So I know that it can be done, even though I fought it for many years. But your rooms are your rooms, as long as, you know, we're all on the same page as to obviously what we're teaching, which is the love of Jesus that he has for us and our love for these babies. My heart is just breaking when I think of these babies that I'm missing so hard. My hands are sweating thinking about how much I miss those kids and how much I miss you and how much our souls have missed being fed by each other, because you guys are so wonderful. I can't thank you enough for what you do for this ministry. We had grown, and we had really grown, and it's a heart.
Lori, the decorate committee is still asking us not to decorate the doors.
I had not heard that we were like the outside of your door.
If when you close the door.
That would
We decorated ours.
I had not heard any of that, and I've never had anybody say anything to us, because Jennifer's had stuff on her door.
Yeah.
Oops.
There's been some conversations with the decorating committee. It's been an interesting couple of weeks here. I've not heard of anything, so I'm saying we'll do it, and if they say something, we'll deal with it afterward.
Mm-hmm.
But with the lovely gray walls, I want it to be a little bit more inviting than the hospital look that we have.
Lori, did they not paint murals like originally?
Well, that's kind of what we're waiting on now. The idea of murals, I guess, didn't go over real. They don't know what they want to do, which is kind of frustrating, because they kind of jumped into this, and now they don't know what they're going to do.
Are we getting new carpet?
Not downstairs, but we are upstairs in the offices, which is another thing. Everything is out of my office in an overflow room on the church's property. And I showed Matt, because I had to go take stuff off my wall because they want to paint the offices with the foundation fix that they've had. So everything, and I'm talking everything, is out of my office. I had to empty out every cabinet. And
where'd you put it?
Every piece of furniture. So for the next couple of weeks, I'll be back in my office trying to put everything back in. I had to take pictures so that I knew where everything went. So that's been on my mind too. So it's kind of a mess. It's kind of.
If you need help, let us know so we can.
I will.
Yes.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
I did have a question. So do you think that some of the families that are like maybes are waiting to see how the schools open up and see if the numbers change on that? Because I know from a lot of my friends' standpoint with their kids, either they're kind of, they all have their different ideas on what they're going to do with their kids for school. But some of them want to wait to see when all the districts open up what the numbers are going to do for the first 9 weeks. So
I think that's valid, and I think that's exactly what's happening. If they've got more than one child, am I going to send my 2-year-old to Mother's Day out, and I'm going to homeschool the rest of my kids? I don't know. I would think it might be easier to homeschool your kids if you send the little one to Mother's Day out a couple days a week. But I can't really presume to know what the maybes are thinking, other than they have said, we're kind of waiting to see what the numbers do too.
So if you kind of know that, are you thinking pushing the date back even more if we don't get these 15 kids?
Well, I mean, this is the hard part. We can open with the classes that have students, and just wait to open up the other ones as kids come in. I've had 2 brand new kids enroll, and then I've had 1 sibling enroll in the baby room. So we've had a little bit. There are some people out there who are not afraid, and then there are some people who are, that I thought would say yes, who have said, I'm kind of waiting. So that was my question too, that I need you all to think about how far out can you guys be pushed, so that I kind of have an idea of how far I can push this, because if I start losing teachers, then we're in a whole bigger mess. So, and it just breaks my heart that after 30 plus years that we might not be able to open at this point. So be thinking about that, be praying about that, and let me know, what you guys are thinking as to how far I can hold you before you have to say, you know what, I gotta find something else. So, I said,
Laurie, I would think that as the time goes on, even those that have to homeschool them are going to send their little ones.
I would think so. I mean, I would think so.
But we don't know that.
We don't know that.
Keeping them for a while at home, then you want them to go.
I know that everybody that has said yes has said, I absolutely yes, absolutely yes. So another question that I had was, do we have lead teachers in the classroom? And the answer to that is no. Both of you all are team teachers, and you all ebb and flow on your own relationships. Sometimes naturally, somebody kind of rises and says, just by personality way, seems to be the one who maybe does the planning while the other one does the corralling, or one of you find that you are better on ground level with the other ones, and the other teacher is the one who wants to do all the lesson plans. So again, these are your classrooms. You all are forming your relationships with your teachers, so you all are the ones who kind of decide, maybe I take Wednesdays and maybe I take Fridays. It is something that you all need to separate and say, I'd like to have a day that's just mine to kind of do the lesson plan, or hey, I've got this idea for a lesson plan, but there are not really lead teachers. You guys are all part of this ministry. We are all working for the same goal. And I'm here just to help whatever needs to be helped. So I hope that kind of answers that question. Is there anything else that you guys, it looks like we've got about 6 minutes. Do you guys have anything else that's been weighing on your mind?
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, so other than the mask, is there any other new precautions that we're going to be taking in the classes other than like extra sanitizing? And
well, you guys did that all the time. When the toys go back to to go to the resource room, sometimes they're sitting on the desk outside your room. I'm looking and looking and looking for disinfectant sprays. They are really hard to come by. I do know that Walmart stocks them, but you got to get there early in the morning, like 7 or 8 o'clock. So if any of you are out there shopping at 7 or 8 o'clock and you see them, if you would grab them for us and hold on to your receipts, I will pay you back for them. I've got my little stash over here that every time I go into Dollar General, they have also. I'm pulling it. So if you guys can do that, then that will help us be able to clean, because obviously places can't open up if they can't clean. So I'm kind of trying to stockpile that before the beginning of the year. I'm also looking at the possibility of creating our own peroxide mixture, because peroxide has now been added to the list for Corona disinfectant, and there's a ratio that you put together, and I would get spray bottles so that we can spray everything before we put it back into the resource room. Y'all can spray, at lunchtime when the kids are all sitting. You can spray what they've played with in the morning. I'll be spraying wall haul toys at the end of the day when you guys finish and put it all up. So no, there's no new requirements because we do it all the time anyway. The newest things are going to be the mask.
Lori.
Yes.
Sorry. Home Depot had them in the gallon thing for the sprays. You had to put it in your container.
Yeah.
They had a gallon goodbye.
And
think
that
it's
might
like
be
20
what we end up looking at. I'm cautious about the stuff they're saying coming from Mexico because of the
Wood
I don't know where it came
alcohol.
from.
the methanol or what
Wood, it's wood alcohol.
what yeah, we've got to have it. It's got to be isopropyl alcohol is what they're talking about. The peroxide in like a 3-to-1 mix that we could spray. So there are things that we can do. The fact that we'll have one parent in and out, the fact that the parents will wear a mask, that we'll be wearing masks, that we have the hand gel, shoot the temperature, go straight to the hand gel, drop your kid off and leave. So it's going to be little traffic in there. I haven't quite figured out how we're going to get everybody in the door in a timely manner. You know, when we had 70 kids, it was going to be an issue. If we have 40 kids, it won't be as much of an issue. I may pull one teacher out of the classroom to help make sure kids get to the class. You know, I haven't quite worked that out yet because we haven't gotten to that point yet. But we're doing everything that we possibly can. We're doing everything that Walmart is doing. We're doing everything the grocery stores are doing.
How about recess? How is recess going to be handled? Are we going to do wall hall and outside, or
We will, at this point, we will still do wall hall and outside. I haven't decided yet whether, because it's just, you know, to have an hour outside in the heat is probably much, even though the kids outside is better than having the kids inside if we're all spreading germs. But at this point, it's still wall hall with 30 minutes there and then 30 minutes outside. I don't know that we would progress with music right away because that's just another way to spread stuff on the toys, another teacher in the classroom. I want to try and keep them as separate as possible as we go throughout the day so the kids are just with you guys. And we can slowly bring ourselves back. But my main concern is just getting the kids registered and in the door. We've done everything we can to put everybody in a safe environment. I'm really kind of at a loss.
Are we still able to go out front under the shade?
Sure.
And chalk and that kind of thing. Is that finished? Is that project finished upstairs? The foundation?
The foundation is finished. They were scraping the ceilings for popcorn to take that off, and then they were painting, and then I'll probably spend the next 2 weeks moving everything back into my office.
Where is your stuff? Is it out in the hall?
No, well, some of it is. The furniture is, but everything that I pulled from the cabinets is in that little overflow room at the back of the sanctuary. You know, it has the accordion doors. That whole room is full of our stuff.
Oh my goodness. Oh, bless your heart.
It's
I appreciate you, Laurie. I really do.
Thank you. I have done my share of crying. It's been rough.
Hang in there.
You know, our budget really suffered because we didn't have any money coming in as we were making payroll payments. So it's just all a big mess. It's just all a big mess. I think we all need to get right in this world. So God says, okay, I'm taking the virus away. I don't know if that's the answer, but it says we have a minute. So is there anything else before I end in a prayer? At least I got to see your faces. I love you guys so much. I miss you guys so much. But if you have anything, email me. If you want to share it with the group, include everybody on it. And if not, then you and I can talk independently of everybody. So if y'all just bow your heads, we'll conclude this with a prayer before we get cut off. Heavenly Father, I thank you for these wonderful ladies. My life has been so blessed just knowing them, and I know that you know what we all need in our lives, and these ladies certainly fill my soul, and I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful for this ministry that you have gifted us with, because we have had such wonderful